Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Untold Legends Brotherhood of the Blade. It's been a little while. I've been extremely busy lately, so I just haven't had a lot of time to record a lot of videos, especially from this series, but we're back and we're doing more stuff. So, what we get to do right now is we must stop the Marrowrock General, another crazy named race of, of people. We have the Gorgine and the Marrowrock. They could not have picked any stranger things than that. And so we need to go to Marrowrock North and Lightfall Grove, and then try to make our way to Deadeye Ridge through the passage in Marrowrock South. And we are also very, very close to being at level 13, which will enable us the ability to dual wield. And oh god, that is when this game becomes so much more fun. I mean, we can just tear ass through here once that happens, and it's gonna be grand. No longer will we ever have to use the old sword and board strategy. We'll be able to just go fucking straight up just like World War II blitzkrieg tactics for the rest of our lives on this entire planet. And it'll be pretty cool. I'm a little bit fuzzy on where we were sitting as far as weaponry goes. Okay, we do have this. That's right. We got Twilight. Which, hey, we're not going to be like a fucking glittery vampire or anything, but we are going to make sure that there's going to be a lot of really, really dead people. Or, you know, wolves, or other various things. So, okay, where exactly is Marrowrock? I can't remember whether it was just a regular dungeon or if it's actually one of these, you know, regular passage areas. I want to say... Oh my god, just die already! There we go. I think it's one of these. Is this the one? That's Tornwood. Okay, so that's what that is. If I pop one of these, hopefully we don't take any more unnecessary damage. That goes to Shadowpine, and then this goes... I think it's this one over here, actually. I think this is the one we were looking for. Is this Marrowrock North? It sure is! Hey, cool. So we're going to get through there, and then we'll be in a brand new area for the very first time. I like these areas. These areas are pretty cool looking. I don't know why. And the aesthetic is really a little bit different, you know, when I make this comparison. But every time I come here, it always reminds me of the Battlegrounds areas in Gauntlet Legends. That was like, every time I come here, it's always like, ah, this kind of reminds me of that a little bit. And I don't know why, because, like, the color scheme isn't the same. It's not really that much the same, really, in any aspect at all. In the Battlegrounds area in Gauntlet, it's all, you know, it's all dirt, and it literally looks like a war front, you know? You got like battle trenches and all this extra shit. And this, I mean, this just looks, you know, not really the same, but I still have that same feel, you know? Okay, so let's dump something in strength. Let's go stamina. We'll go... Oh, God. We did lose a little bit of dexterity, so I said we put one back in there. And now, oh boy, dual wielding, my friend. Let's fucking go. I think... Yeah, we'll do this. We'll put one in there. That seems like a plausible idea. So this is definitely going to be our main hander now. So, one... Oh, boy. Yeah, look at that. Dude, that thing just looks... It looks like somebody just took, like, a fucking big piece of just... It almost looks like stone. And they just kind of cut, like, some edges in it. Okay. I don't know which one's, like, my main hand weapon. You would think that it... Yeah, maybe it'll adjust it accordingly. So now we're at... Yeah. We're at 168. We have now overtaken in that category. And dexterity's gone down a little bit, and that's fine. We're up to 332. Oh, boy. Prepare. Okay, so that scimitar is still our primary weapon. Why is that? That should not be our primary. Okay, maybe if I do it in this order? There we go. Oh, now we're good. That's really weird that you would have to, and maybe I'm a little off here, and maybe it just scales the damage for both weapons, but you would think that if you equip, you know, the better weapon first, that would be your main hand weapon, and not, you know, not the one that you equip second. This seems weird to me. But it really looks more like, you know, when you just equip two weapons that they just, you know, they take the law of averages with that and they just scale your damage for both of them. And it's not like you do 130 damage with your main hand weapon and then do, you know, like, you know, 80 or 90 with the other one. Which, you know, I would kind of like to see that sort of thing. I mean, obviously, I feel like you probably should be a little bit less proficient with your offhand, instead of just being like, oh, well, I can fucking just I can totally rip ass with anything that I want here. God, it's so cool just to be able to destroy everything, though. See how much less fair it is at this point? Like I was telling you, as soon as you get dual wield, the entire difficulty scale of this game changes forever. I mean, we are vastly overpowered at this juncture. I mean, these weird zombie-looking things that we just killed would have normally taken like 6 or 7 hits to kill with a regular weapon, and now we just tore through it in 3. And these guys don't stand a chance. That guy I just caught on the end of a flurry and I still killed him. It's crazy talk. Oh, we triggered an instant death. Cool. Alright. I mean, it didn't really matter because it was the last hit in the combo, but I still love seeing that come up every once in a while. Oh my god. Crit for 450. Oh boy. That is 501. Oh god. It never gets old. I'm sure it probably gets old for these guys, but not for me. Not for me. Okay, well, let's move along. Marrowrock South is going to be pretty equal in size as far as scale goes for a dungeon. Maybe a little bit smaller, but not by much. It won't be that crazy. And then we'll get to see Deadeye Ridge. A Warnstone Crowbill. Ah, another weapon to mine with if that were actually a thing. They want to murder you in a well, as it says on this card. Another Dread Skull? Or is this like a crazy, or is this some sort of crazy, like, you killed like a Horcrux of me or something, and I'm back for more? Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. It's like, oh, I killed Dread Skull! How fucking awesome! And it's like, oh, no, you didn't. You just killed, like, you know, like a visage of him or something. You know, you thought you got him, but it was actually just his brother-in-law that he suckered into going on this trip, thinking that, oh, maybe he'd get that 20 bucks that he owed me. Maybe my weed whacker back. Ooh, a light copper spatha. Yeah, see, now the objective is to find a weapon to replace our offhand with, because we need to get something that'll keep up. 6573. That's not gonna do it. 4758. Not even close. That's definitely 4152. Or 72. No. We'll just have to wait until we get done with this mission so that we can go back and go to the shop. That's gonna be where the weapon is gonna be that we'll replace that with. More than likely. Ooh, ouch. Did I kill both of them with that one arrow? Maybe that was just timing. It kind of looked like I got them both, but I don't even think that's even possible. I don't think that the ability to have penetrating arrows in this game is even a thing. It'd be kind of cool, though. That'd be cool if you could have, like, a special bow that, you know, gives your arrows the opportunity to pierce enemies. That would be fucking tight. It'd be kind of like the, it'd be kind of... Oh, there's another one! He's like, ow! Oh, what did you tip that thing with? God, did you put rice in on it? He's like, I know that my body's radiating... Whoa! God! Jeez, it was like the, like your group at the office coming to surprise you on your birthday. Didn't even suspect it. They're like, all right, I think that might be him coming down the thing. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday! And he just like slays all of them out of reflex. He's like, ah, Jesus! What are you doing? He's like, oh, Ted, Betsy! Oh, I didn't mean to kill you. You scared me. You know you're not supposed to scare me. I'm finicky like that. Oh man, that was funny. I totally forgot. And I think that's actually a planned thing that happens. What is that? Oh, it's a wind totem. I couldn't really tell what that was. It looked kind of like a churn. Yeah, for some reason I totally forgot. I think that's a scripted thing that happens though when you come to Marrowrock South. It's like if you're not quite ready for that, I think that, you know, they can really get you. Ooh, ouch. God, that scream is almost, well, not almost. It's vaguely similar to the same scream that I actually had the other day. I went out to go do some paperwork because, you know, it's tax season, well, tax extension season, and it's coming to an end. And I was out doing book work because we're a little bit behind. And my aunt's house is like out in the middle of nowhere. I'm talking way out in the fucking horses eating the grass. You know, someone invades your house, you got nowhere to go for at least a few, you know, at least like a good solid, you know, a good solid, like, couple blocks worth of space between houses. And so I'm out there doing book work, and we're leaving, and, like, her driveway is super, super narrow, and it's got, like, a little ditch on the side, and it's so narrow that I had to back out of it, and then get on this little dirt road that goes down to the main road. And it's so narrow that I couldn't really back out, like, efficiently without, you know, getting my car into a bunch of bushes and stuff that were kind of up against the back. And so as I'm pulling out of the space, I'm trying to kind of wiggle my way around, you know, trying to straighten my car back out, and I didn't realize that this ditch was right there, you know, on this side, because there's not one on the other side. And so I'm thinking, you know, I'm straight enough at this point. I can probably, ooh, that asshole. I can probably just like straighten my car out just inch by inch, and then, you know, straighten out on the rest of the way down. And I kind of want to pick up this dual edge of blight to see if it's worth anything. It's got to be better than this faulty copper edge. It's still too heavy. Give me get rid of the cudge. There we go. What about this? 45, 55. Still not good enough. Kind of a cool little side thing, though. What was that? Reduce enemy strength. I don't feel like that's something that's really worth the time, though. I mean, having magic damage is kind of cool, but reduce enemy strength only triggering every once in a while seems, not entirely worth it. But, so, as I'm trying to back out of this, you know, as I'm trying to straighten out, my car just goes straight into this ditch, and I mean, it went down, like, at least a good, probably 1.5 feet, I'll bet, and just absolutely just gutted the bottom of my car. Oh, and just as soon as I heard that, I made that same kind of, that same sort of scream. I just went, ah, no! I was like, what have you done? And like, because for those who don't know, I'm leasing my car, and so, you know, you really got to try as hard as you can to not damage that damn thing, because, you know, you don't have to pay for it. Luckily for me, though, I mean, I did spend the extra money on getting some additional insurance for that, so that it's, you know, in the event that something does happen. Oh God, that was close. Whew. In the event that something did happen, you know, up to a certain dollar amount, I'm gonna be okay. But just when it happened, I was just like, oh, you asshole. And the worst part is that, I mean, you take your car, you know, you take your car in for its very first inspection, after 10,000 miles. At least that's, you know, it probably varies between you know, dealers. And my mileage right now is at 9,500. It was 500 miles away, and up to that point, I had been totally just perfect. Like, didn't have any scratches on the car, didn't have anything. And the one time that I'm, you know, that I'm trying to back out of that space, because the last time I was over there, you know, I was able to, you know, find a way to, I was able to turn around instead and just go out normal. But this is the one time I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll just back out instead. It shouldn't be a big issue, right? And that's the time that I fucking gut the damn car. I was so depressed by that. Oh, man. So I can't wait to explain that to them, you know, when the time comes. Be like, hey, You want to tell us what happened to the bottom of the car here? Like, oh, I can't wait to tell you what happened, guys. Let me tell you my story about the driveway and how it just ruined my hopes and dreams in terms of, you know, car leasemanship or whatever. God. He's just like, my life is unraveling. Probably because, oh, I don't know, I struck him in his dead skull with that thing. Boom. Just, a headache. Kind of reminds me of, oh, I'm trying to remember what movie that is. It's the movie with Hulk Hogan, and he's the, oh, it's Mr. Nanny, I think, where he's like that babysitter for the rich scientist dude's 2 kids, and that weird ass guy that's the main antagonist that has the weird like metal plate thing on his head that when loud sounds happen he just like goes completely insane. He's, oh, the pressure, and he always holds his head like that. that's what those skeletons remind me of. It's a really cool, this thing right here, this quote-unquote chest, I think is really cool. You just find a pile of skulls and you just roll them off and there's gold under it. I always thought that was kind of a nice touch. So, by the way, welcome to Deadeye Ridge, where we now get to deal with these crazy humanoid vulture-looking things. These are the Vroltok, by the way. This is what they were alluding to when they wanted us to kill the Vroltok general. We got to go kill the main dude of these. So we're not gonna do that right away, though. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to find the teleporter so that we can go back to Avon and you know, dump off all of our crap and gear up for when we do have to go out and find him. One reason why I'm super glad, by the way, that we were able to get dual wielding before getting to this point was from these things. Those crazy-ass, like, armored rhino-looking things take so many hits with conventional weapons. I'm not kidding. I mean, we were able to get through that with one swift flurry, but, you know, it's not always quite like that. Well, we don't need this anymore. We can probably dump this off now. I say we get rid of it, just because I want to see what this worn... Oh, damn it. Ah, damn it! Still too heavy. Gotta keep dumping things off. Okay, let's put these on now. Also... Ooh, we can put one of these on. Yes, let's definitely put this on. I totally forgot about these. Yeah, cool. Let's also dump off this light mail coif, if that's even how you pronounce it. I don't know. Magic resistance? Instead of stamina and critical hit, absolutely not. Okay, well, we're really close to the teleporter, so that's fine. We'll go get there, and then we'll go dump off some stuff, and then we'll call it a wrap for the day. Ooh, and we went up another level. Awesome. We'll do that when we get back to Avon. All right, give me ha-ha. By the way, just in case you guys never figured it out, when you see enemies that have, you know, like glowing circles of various colors under them, you know, a slightly obvious thing, but that shows that they have some kind of elemental power to them. So the guy I just killed obviously has a little bit of, you know, fire ability. We've seen plenty of ones that have frost ability. The Dread Skulls that we were fighting against had arcane ability, naturally. Just trying to clear that up, just in case the water was a little muddy. Okay, so we've got 2. What should we do here? Probably wouldn't be bad to do... probably a flurry. And then maybe a dual wield. Things we can look forward to going down the way. Counterattack. Creates a 25-second shield around you that delivers 19 and 23 damage to enemies when they successfully attack. Probably not going to use that. But this cleave weapon, or this cleave ability, it's not too bad. It's a powerful swing, has a chance to stun the target, which, it's kind of cool. The only problem that sucks about it is that you have to have a two-handed weapon, so it's not really going to be something that's really going to be useful for us. Aura of Wounds is pretty cool because that helps restore some health to us. Not a bad thing to have. This will be great. Critical shot will be a fantastic thing to use for ranged. And then our ultimate deal here is Paragon of Might that just helps increase our it's just like a little things that you can pop, kind of like almost like Berserker mode well, not really Berserker mode, but well, kind of, I guess, kind of sort of. I was trying to think of the warrior talent from World of Warcraft, where it gives you like extra damage and critical strikes and, you know, all that sort of thing. So, okay, let's sell off some stuff here. Definitely don't need the Crowbill. We don't need the other Crowbill. We don't need the Spatha. This is Spatha! The Cudge and the Flamberge. We can also get rid of this piece of crap. And these now deemed pieces of crap. Cool. And then, let's see, we have a couple Lambent Crystals. 5 stamina, 5 power. I say 3 strength, 3 stamina is better. Shampoo is better. I go on first and make you more strengthy. Okay, and then let's see what weapons they have. It's got to be something a little bit better than, what was that, 61 to 72? There's got to be at least something. That Bone Cutlass is automatically better as far as top end goes. 43, 53. Ooh, damn. Oh, that's totally worth it. It doesn't have very good bottom end damage, but that top end damage is solid. That's even better. Good God. Okay, yeah, we'll buy this. We can't use it for a couple of levels, but it's totally worth it. Good Lord. That thing was nuts. What about anything else here? Direct fire damage. Yeah, we gotta have something to enchant it with. Aquatic Hoop. Starband, not so much. Fire Gem Hoop, not so much. Obsidian Choker. Yeah, it wouldn't be that bad if we didn't already have a lot of dexterity gear. Okay. Yeah, a couple of Scorched Skulls. That direct fire damage is kind of nice, but yeah, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay, so I think we're good. We could probably just put another Lambent Crystal on it. That's, you know, a totally feasible thing to do. So, my friends, I think we're going to stop right here. And when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Untold Legends Brotherhood of the Blade, we're going to head back out to our new zone, Deadeye Ridge. And we still got to go kill the Vroltok General, because he is still out there roaming the mean streets. Because there are streets out there, apparently. So we're going to go... yeah, we're going to go kill the General in Deadeye Ridge, and we will go claim our prize, which, who knows, maybe it'll even be a weapon. I wouldn't be mad at that if it happened. So, you guys take care. This is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Take it easy.